That is. Oh, there we go. Yes, we're live. Yes, hello. Yes. The final time of the season. Hello, everyone. I'm your host, Lee. With me, as usual, is the former current third place person of what? What am I saying? It's Gabby.
I was the former reigning third place.
Third place. That's the words I was looking for. Former reigning third place queen, Gabby. You've now been dethroned, and Lily is now taking your place.
I know, but that's a good person to share it with. I love Lily, and I think that we bonded over that a lot because I told you we're friends, so we were like third place queens.
Yeah, very different dynamic from the other third place person.
Yeah. Also, I think Lily handled being in third place a little bit better than I did with her with her tribal.
What? No, you're telling me she wasn't like throwing the torches down the stairs?
That was an accident.
I know it was accent, but I just love the idea of you doing it on purpose. Yeah, it's like, can't stop my torch if you can't get it. I'm still in the game. I
I'm gonna snuff
refuse
it
to.
myself.
Yeah, it's like just take the flames. Like, oops, it's still there. Looks like I'm still in the game.
Too funny.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about third place, but I think we should talk about our winner. I don't know if you know her that well. Our winner, congratulations, Mel, on becoming the 5th winner of Survivor Syracuse.
And first unanimous winner of Survivor.
No, she wasn't unanimous. Casey got 1 vote.
Who voted for Casey?
That's what I wanted to know when I first watched it.
Wait, I thought I was there. I could have sworn she was unanimous, but
Nope,
anyway.
Casey got 1 vote. From my sources and knowledge, by that I mean people in the Discord and comment section telling me, I think it was Julia that voted Casey.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, Casey got 1 vote. However, Mel is the winner that received the most votes out of the 5 winners to win. She got 8 votes. Everybody else got less.
Yes, you're right. You're right. Actually, yeah, okay. So I just willingly spread misinformation because I do know about a unanimous winner at the first ever, and that is not Mel. So
No, it's not Mel. It's within the future. It'll be season 17.
Yeah, it's season 28 of Survivor
Yeah,
Syracuse.
season 20. Join the Patreon to find out who who it actually is. We need to start promoting that now. It's the end of the series.
I never signed an NDA. Come on, I'm just gonna spill all the secrets.
It's funny you mentioned that because I don't know if you're watching the current Michigan season, but something like that just happened in the most recent episode.
Really? They said something about an NDA?
No, more just someone leaking information to the players of the game because they were bitter of not being cast on All Stars.
I love that. I love that energy.
I'll get into it at some point this week when I have Michigan people on, but we're here not talking about Michigan, we're here talking about Syracuse. So let's start all the way back to 2022 when we just got our final 5. And we immediately get off to our challenge of puzzle relay.
Puzzle gauntlets. I love a puzzle gauntlet.
Who doesn't love a good puzzle gauntlet? We start off with the classic slide puzzles that I personally hate. I am not good at slide puzzles.
I love a slide puzzle. I love puzzles in general. I did not do very well at my puzzle gauntlet on my season, but I remember thinking that was one that I was going to do well.
I mean, you made it. You weren't eliminated in the first round. I'm pretty sure.
I think I made it to like rounds. I might have even made it past round 2, but I don't know.
Yeah, you were either at round 2 or round 3 when you got eliminated.
It was really close either way. But yeah. Enough about me.
Yeah, enough about Gabby. We're on to Syracuse. And in this puzzle gauntlet, congratulations to Lily for getting her 3rd immunity win.
Yeah, that's honestly very impressive. She's done very well in a lot of the immunities.
Yeah, I mean 3 wins, most of everyone this season. She has the most wins this season. I'm gonna quickly check to see if she has the most out of everyone. I don't think she does.
Most ever?
Like, yeah, most immunity wins out of all of Syracuse. I'm trying
I
to
think
think.
that's Jake. I think that's Jake Niebuhr.
Probably Jake. He probably has 4 somewhere.
Well, because I remember he was always bragging about his stats on his. He always, not only was he the only one who would like brag about his stats, he was the only one who like knew his stats. So he would always be like, "I've won this many immunity." He's won like a lot. I think Jake has won the most immunity challenges.
Yeah, potentially. I have it here different, but that could just be because I did not want to finish season 2, so I don't know who's won the immunities post Geneva vote, because that's when I stopped watching, as everyone should. So Jake probably has the most, but right now it looks like Lily is tied with the most with 3 with a bunch of other people. Jake
Nice,
being one of them.
nice.
But just like Jake in the final 5 of your season, Lily won the final 5 immunity with an idol that she now has to give to someone else.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she made the right decision on who she picked. Do you?
I agree. I think that first of all, I'm glad she didn't just keep it in her goddamn pocket because that is not spicy and not fun. Um, and I mean, we've found almost every idol this season, and none of them have been played.
That's because they all keep getting voted off with them.
I know. So I was just very glad that,
We at least got it played. Was it used for
yeah,
anything exciting? No, but at least it
no.
was played.
But I think for everybody at this point, and I mean, Ben was kind of trying to refute this in his little last minute scramble. But like everybody at this point wants to sit next to Casey at the end, you
Yeah,
know?
because everyone knows there'll be Casey at the end.
Yeah, so I mean, why wouldn't you protect? It's the same reason why Jake gave his idol to Abby at that same vote. Like you protect the person, protect your goat.
Yeah, protect your goat. But the difference is, I think Abby was mostly Jake's goat, while Casey is everyone's goat.
Is everyone's goat.
So like everyone was just like, not Casey, not Casey. I think for me that'll be more reason why I would vote her off, because I'm like, everyone's gonna take her to final 2, so let's cut her so I can be the option for someone. I
Yeah.
Looking back, I think they should have voted off Casey instead of Parker at final 6, and then vote off Parker at final 5 or 4. I guess that probably would have been difficult, because then it would like very risque for someone like Mel or Ben be like, oh, great, if I somehow don't win, I'm gone at 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, it's definitely more risky, but it's also, I mean, hindsight is always 2020 in those kind of votes, and whenever people are like, oh, that person's never gonna win, so there's no point in voting that person out right now, sometimes you end up in a situation where all of a sudden the two people who you were like, that person's never gonna win, are sitting next to each other at Final Tribal. And then you start thinking, holy shit, maybe I should have done something a few rounds before to prevent that from happening.
you
But
sound like you're talking from experience.
yeah, sometimes that just happens. I'm just speculating, but sometimes that just happens. And you know, not a lot you can do about it at that point. But yeah, I think people at the time perceived Parker as a more dangerous player. But Parker, I think, was the least dangerous player because everybody was like, this kid's fucking cuckoo. Like, we're not going to take him all the way to the end because he's kooky. Meanwhile, everybody was saying, I want Casey at the end. And that, in my mind, is a more dangerous player.
Yeah, maybe they should have voted off Casey instead of Eli. Or Casey instead of, actually, no, I was gonna say Casey instead of somebody that got voted off pre Eli, but all those people were threats.
it wouldn't have made sense for Casey to go early,
Yeah.
especially for somebody like Mel, who there was even a conversation, and I think it was before the Ben vote. There was a conversation where Casey was like, I just don't know if I can trust Mel. She's lied to me about every single vote. And I was thinking to myself, girl, the time for this realization was weeks ago.
The time for that
She betrayed
realization
you,
was
like,
back at the Julia vote.
I know. I was like, you should have had this thought when she betrayed you like twice in a row, not waiting till she betrayed you like 9 times in a row. And then you still go with her idea for that vote. So I
Actually, she didn't, because she voted Andrew, not Ben.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Mel's
True.
idea was get Ben out at 5, but no,
Yeah.
Casey was like, no, I'm gonna get Andrew out at 5. Which I feel like Casey kind of played it badly in her final speech, because she made it seem like she did that very much like she was too honest about it. She was like, okay, I did that because I panicked. She could have easily like spun it and be like, I did that so not to get Mel's way for once in this game.
She was too honest in general in her final tribal speech, and I had this exact same issue on my season with some of the final tribal speeches. I was like, if
Lie.
you're there, fucking lie. Just lie. Who cares? Like,
Yeah,
you're
no.
there.
Yeah,
Lie.
people won't find out until it's too late.
No, just say it's all your plan. Say that you did all this shit. Like, don't stand there and tell Julia that you think that so many other people on the jury are more deserving of sitting in the final 2 spot than you are. Don't
It was
say
Emma.
that. Don't say that. Are you crazy? I remember hearing that in person because I was there. Remember my
Yeah.
little cameo? I was
We
there.
got a quick 2.5-second cameo
Yeah.
of Gabby and Polly.
Exactly. Like a half a second. I remember hearing that and being like, why the fuck would you say that? Why would you say that? Lie. Just make shit up. Even if that's what you believe, fucking lie. It's Survivor. What do you have to lose?
Yeah, I think back to a moment. I said I'm not going to talk about Michigan. I'm talking about Michigan. To
Okay.
a certain Michigan series where the winner pulled a move similar to Casey at the Final Four, where they voted someone to cause a tie. The reality of it, she only voted her. She voted the way she did because she made a promise to the person that was being targeted to never vote them. And what she said at Final Tribal was, I knew this person was lying to me, so that's why I did not go with their plan and caused them to go home. And they ended up winning the season because of that.
Lie. Like,
Yeah.
what do you have to lose? Like, fucking lie. You think you're gonna be the first person to stand at a final tribal in Survivor history and lie?
And like give a concession speech or something to, at least we can give that to Casey. She did not give a concession speech on why the other person should win.
That was great. That was, I mean, we're not going to get into it because that remains one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my
Yeah,
life.
you're still not over it, and you never will be.
No, and it's fine to harbor resentments about a game you played in college for the rest of your life.
2 years ago, about this one thing that's like, yeah, this person like betrayed me. Yes, this guy cheated on me. But the fact that that concession speech at Final Tribal still happened.
Yeah, never get over it. Cut me deep.
It'd be like at your wedding or something, and it'd be like, would anyone like to give a concession speech on why this should happen?
Yeah.
And it's just fury just comes. So yeah, Final Five happens. Andrew gets voted off. Sorry, Andrew, but Final Four. We're back to good old classic. What the fuck happened to the challenge? Because the final begins, and all of a sudden, we just get a confession of Casey saying she won immunity.
Yeah, I have no, and we don't even really get a description of what the challenge was. I think it involved some kind of word puzzle I pieced together from Final Tribal or from that tribal. But
More word puzzles.
Yeah, but I was I thought I had missed something. Like I rewinded. I rewound it a little. I was like, hello? But no, we just we started with Casey with her little tiki guy.
Yeah, Casey finally winning an immunity challenge, so congratulations.
Hey, that's more than I did. So
Yeah. I mean, did you come close at all in any challenges?
I came like a little bit close in some of them, but like not.
Not like close. It was close, but no cigar.
Mm-hmm.
So congrats. Has all the I was about to have all the immunities been won by girls, but no. I think the first half it was all guys, and then the second half it was all girls.
Andrew won at least one.
Yeah, he won 2, and then Eli won 1, and Marcelo won 1. Everyone in the final 3 won an immunity,
That's
and
fun.
then poor Ben did not win any. In fact, he got
Oh
vote.
really?
Yeah, not a single immunity was won by him.
Huh.
It's like one of those Mandela effects things where you're like convinced this happened, but then you realize, wait, he did. Oh yeah. Like you convinced that Gabby, not Gabby, you are Gabby, that Madison voted for you in that very first tribal in your first season.
No, that I know that in my heart.
You know that in your heart she really did vote for you, even though
The
she didn't
footage
actual
the
vote
footage
for
may
you.
lie.
Yeah. That vote did not say Holly. You all just can't see things properly. You
No, so true.
know, Holly, Gabby, the names blend. Well,
So
man, final 4. Oh,
yeah,
what are you gonna
we're
ask?
at. Did we resolve that Andrew went home and all
Yeah,
that?
we. I think we can talk about it more when we get to final tribal council because that was brought up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So while we're at the final 4 with the mystery challenge not there, it's pretty much Lily and Casey are deciding are we voting off Ben or voting off Mel. And we skip all the bullshit of oh no, what am I doing? What am I doing? Get to the actual tribal, and then they make the decision and vote off Ben.
I think that this was the moment where Casey actually had that vlog where she was like, can I trust Mel? Can I trust Mel? Can I trust Mel?" And then she still votes to keep Mel.
Yeah, it's like, girl, it's way too late for that. I think it would have been definitely good for Casey to vote for Mel, even not just to send her home, just to probably like make Mel sweat a little.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Yeah.
Or I mean,
But like, here's the thing: Mel or Ben, they were both threats and both high contenders to win.
yeah, but if you use the logic that we just talked about, Mel has a couple immunity wins under her belt and Ben doesn't. So like what are the odds that Ben would have won that final immunity challenge versus Mel?
Yeah, I mean, what were
Like
the odds of
maybe
Cam winning that tiebreaker against Jake?
I knew in my heart it could happen.
And that's why you went with the plan. I feel like if this could just be me saying this as an outsider and not something to do in the actual thing, but I feel like the final 4 you should somehow make it a tiebreaker. Just not to make, oh god. This is kind of like make it the final 4 fire making twist. Like never do that. But it always is kind of boring how final 4 is just always like a 3-1 vote. Because you do kind of like want some spice to it. Actually, this is the first ever Syracuse Final Four 3-1 votes.
Really?
Yeah, because season 1, 2, and Heroes vs. Villains, they were all ties. And then in season 3, Lydia did not want to vote Sabrina, so she just threw a vote on Madison. So made it a 2-1-1 vote.
Huh. I didn't even realize that.
History has just been made.
Ties are so fun though. Like I had so much fun watching Jake and Cam keep their arms up like that. They were there for so long. It was awesome. It was so fun.
Yeah, ties are stressful. Even if it's not the final 4 tie, just anytime there is a tie. Well, there wasn't many in season 4. I think there was only one. No, wait, there was technically 2. The Holly vote because it was a 2-2-2 split, and then Mitch's second vote off was also 2-2-2.
Mm-hmm.
So those are just like ties where it's just like it's split vote. But if I'm trying like if the Hannah Dolan vote was a tie.
We've talked about this before.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have because I just can't get over it.
You talked about like would I have drawn rocks or something
Yeah,
like that, and I'm
would
like,
you?
there's no
No,
fucking way, no.
you would have either said like sorry Jack / Jake or convinced these people it's like, are you really going to go to rocks for Hannah?
Either would have been perfectly easy arguments to make.
Yeah. People, if you guys, you would have been like, okay, are you guys definitely voting Jake / Jack this round? Yeah. Sorry, I'm not going to rocks.
Yeah, goodbye.
Bye. We already discussed like the only person you would have gone to rocks for is Polly.
Polly, absolutely.
Even then, it's
Yeah, even then it's like,
then it's like,
would Polly go to rocks for me? Questionable.
would you two? Now I'm just this will never happen, but actually, I'm trying to imagine like a vote where it's like 4 for you, 4 for Polly, and then 2 for let's say a third person, and then it's a tie again between you two, and people can't decide which one of you two goes. So then it's just a rock draw with everyone else bar you two.
That would be amazing.
Yeah,
That's
let's make that
ideal.
happen.
Ideal situation. Yeah, exactly. That's new. We have to. If there's ever another charity game, we have to make sure that happens.
Yeah, let's make a rock draw happen in charity games. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, okay. So wait. So where are we? We're back at the Ben situation.
Ben being voted off.
And his implosion right before.
Yeah, right before like giving a plea to Mel and Lily, completely ignoring Casey.
Yeah, and it also doesn't really make sense, his plea to me, but
I'm trying to remember what his plea like was exactly.
He was saying that if they kept him, then either person, Mel or Lily, would have a 100% chance at being at Final Tribal because Ben would for sure take that person and Casey would for sure take that person. So he was saying like you can 100% guarantee that you're going to be at Final Tribal if you keep me.
Okay, so him pretty much saying like vote to save me, then I'll take you to the end.
Yeah. Which is like
it kind of makes sense, but I think he just did a very bad job explaining it.
Well, it makes sense, but it's also tough to be like, and Mel said this too. Mel was like, "This is too little, too late, dude. Like, you're bringing this up at the absolute last minute. Like, how am I supposed to trust that you're actually going to do that? You know?"
Yeah, like this is something you talk one-on-one with them, and be like, if you. I feel like he should have just mainly focused on Lily rather than both Mel and Lily because he was voting Mel. I guess he was focusing on Mel in case like he was also willing to vote Lily just in case if Mel wanted to. But I feel like he should have just like gone to Lily and be like, Lily, I'm gonna take you to the end, no matter what. If I win, I'll take you to the end, and I promise you that make like 1,000,000,001 promises that you'll pretend to keep, and at least make it go to a tiebreaker. And or something like here, if you vote my way and make it at least a tie, and you make it to the end, I'll give you my jury vote to win.
Yeah.
I feel like not a lot of people are like mustering up their jury vote potential.
Yeah, not enough people are weaponizing that. And also like I feel like it's kind of I don't know. I lost my train of thought a little bit.
Welcome to the club. That's usually me every time I host one of these.
Oh God, I was gonna say something about. Damn it! I totally can't remember.
Yeah, something I sometimes do in orgs, which is very petty, but of course it's me. If it's a Final Four situation, I kind of know I'm being voted off, or some similar situation, I kind of go like, if you save me, I'll vote for you to win, and if you don't, I'm not voting for you to win. Plain and simple. And then someone did not save me, and I was the deciding vote, so they did not win.
There you go.
Yeah,
but you gotta play. I mean, I don't know. I kind of wish this cast played a little bit dirtier. That's
yeah. Everyone was like weirdly too nice. I know people kept shitting on Eli for like being a horrible person, but that's horrible person. And we're talking about we just want horrible players.
Dirty players.
Yeah,
just,
we want dirty players.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
also I remember what I was gonna say about the whole Ben thing, and that's like it's one thing to offer that to Lily. It's another it kind of hurts your credibility for me if you're sitting there offering the exact same deal to both people and trying to get them to turn on each other. Like
Yeah.
that's
While they're both there out in
all
the
they're right
public.
there. Yeah, yeah. That's
Like,
where it gets a little like, oof, I'm not gonna trust that.
yeah, like if Cam did that in season 4, where she was like, uh, Gabby, Jake vote each other, blah blah blah. Would you? Well, you probably still would have voted for Jake, but it wouldn't have been for that reason.
Yeah, I mean, well, that I'm trying to think like if she tried to do that to Abby, like Abby probably would not have been receptive to it. Like she would have just been like even more sure in her conviction to stay loyal to Jake. I feel like.
Yeah, I think the whole where she was like she one-on-one talked with Abby, be like, okay, I'm convinced you're not going to vote Jake. Hey, why don't you vote Gabby with me? At least give me a chance in a tie against her.
Mm-hmm.
Like she did that one-on-one. She didn't do that out in the open.
Yeah,
Because if she did that, you would have been like, well, fuck you, Cam. I guess I will vote
yeah,
you off.
no, same.
And so, with Ben being voted off, we now get a final 3 of all women the first time it happens. Literally just happened last season.
Well,
It was happening at the same time.
it's funny because I think this is what we were talking about a little bit before we went live. Is like I'm trying to remember what the timeline was, and I'm pretty sure my season ended after my season ended after this season ended, and
So
so
it was the technical first one, but in the viewing eyes of the audience, it's the second.
chronologically it's the first,
Where's
but like
Canon?
canonically,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's the second.
it's the second.
Yeah, it's kind of like the whole Star Wars movie, where it's like the fourth, fifth, and sixth movie are technically the first made movies, and then 1, 2, and 3 were not the first. It's two. It's
Yeah,
canonically the
exactly.
first,
It's
but
canonically the first. It's chronologically the first, canonically the second.
second, yes. But still, 2 all-female final 3s within the span of one filming session.
Yeah, two
Yeah.
seasons at once, like within a couple weeks of each other. Very strong seasons for the gals.
Yes, I mean Syracuse in general is very good because Austin is still the only male winner. All the others are women, which is more we can say for the real survivor.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about 43.
Yeah, sorry. I think my dog is trying to get in my room.
Oh no. Hi, Juno.
Juno.
Juno, absolutely stunning. Excuse me, I will not be amused. So after Ben gets voted off, oh wait, we don't get a torch thing that you guys did, like the rites of passage.
Oh, we don't get a rites of passage. I
Should we
didn't
do?
realize that.
Should we do a quick one now?
Sure, we can do a rites of passage.
If we remember everyone.
Yeah, I don't. I'm gonna need your help on that for
Yeah.
sure.
In order of elimination, we start off with the winner of Maryland season 14 will at least you won Maryland. Uh, next
Hilarious.
we next we have Emily. You weren't sorry that Emma chose you to die. That's pretty much what
Oh,
happened. Yeah.
yeah.
Next off is Brianna. I guess she just never got given that idol that she asked for.
Yeah, and too many people did not stand from the beginning.
No, they were not Brianna stands. Next up, who was eliminated for? Next up is Mario. I guess not. He didn't wear enough leopard print to survive.
I liked Mario. I wanted him to. He was a casualty of like I think them finding out that he and Parker were roommates, right?
Yeah, and Parker not using his advantage properly.
I know. I was
We're
really mad about
another thing we're still not over. Yeah.
that.
Next up is Philip. You did not go out big like you wanted to. Sorry.
If you're promising me a freak out, you gotta deliver.
Yeah, you can't just say big mistake. Technically, it was because knowing who wins.
True.
but you have to do more than just that. Next up is Maddie. Why didn't you use your information better?
She could
Tell
have.
tell people immediately that yeah, Mario's roommates is someone on the other tribe.
Yeah, you can't hold on to stuff like that because you never know when you're gonna go.
Yeah. Next up is our favorite CGI player, Jason. One day you will be a real boy or a real man, whichever one comes happens. Next up, Emma. I hope your sheep didn't slaughter you too much.
Oh, Emma.
One of your personal favorites.
Yeah, well, you gotta respect it though. Like, I'm a big, you know, as a lifetime lover of reality TV, I'm a big time believer in that your least faves are like secretly your faves, and that's why you're like, mm, because you like what they're doing. You know, you like the antagonism that they bring to a season. You know, every one of my least favorite housewives of all time, like a housewife that started out as my least favorite, has become my favorite by the end of it. So if Emma comes back for an All Stars, I'm gonna be all in.
Yeah, they're usually good their second time around rather than their first time, and then you have a new person to not like.
Yeah, exactly. There's a new target.
Yeah, after Emma, we have Julia. Should have played your idol, girl.
Should have played it.
Yeah, you vote for Casey, so that's for reasons.
Yeah, that's interesting. I literally didn't even know that.
Next up, Marcelo. You made it pretty far for being a last minute entry.
Yeah, the palternate of the season.
Yeah, the Polternate making it pretty well midway point, the exact halfway vote off. Next up, we have Savannah, another one that should have played her idol. Started off strong and then just kept going downhill.
I know. I had high hopes for Savannah too. She could have really made some magic this season. It's okay.
Maybe in an All Star, she can learn from her mistakes.
One can hope.
Next up, the fan favorite of the season, Eli, everyone's favorite person in the world.
The smartest, most cunning, most
Most
intelligent, most best game player, all of the above.
Yeah, number one BAFTA award-winning actor,
Yes, yes. Most
running
theatrical.
running the
Boston Rob esque.
running the Hannah Dolan School of Acting. When Hannah's too busy flying on a broomstick, cursing all men of existence.
Exactly.
Next up, we have the calmest, most rational person ever, Parker.
Yes, the king of Zen.
Yeah, the proper fan favorite I feel from this season.
Definitely a fave of mine. Definitely a fave.
Definitely someone that could return for a season.
Would be a very good returnee pick.
Yeah. After that, Andrew, you made it much further than your brother did.
Who's Andrew's brother?
The first boot was season 2, Aaron. Aaron.
Oh, I didn't even realize that. That's so interesting.
I don't know why I still remember that when he said it in like the first episode.
I remember him saying that now, but that's so funny. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it made it much
season
further
2.
than him.
Yeah, I definitely did a better job.
Yeah, and finally, Ben, kind of like a diet Jake Niebuhr type of player, type of game.
He's a yeah.
He's
Yeah,
kind
he's
of
kind of like a diet Jake Niebuhr. He has slightly less charm, I would say.
like that's why we're calling him the diet version. And then we get to our final three, Casey, Mel, and Lily. And we get to our final three challenge that took probably about 12 hours from what it
Oh my
seems like.
god. Oh my god, forever. And I thought it was gonna be more like gauntlet-esque, kind of like my Final Four challenge. I thought it wasn't. Thought it was gonna be more than just the trivia part, and so I was like, we're gonna be here forever.
Yeah. So the final three challenge is a giant trivia test on pretty much stuff that happens within the season. and they have to get, I think there's like 21 questions, and they have to work their way up the stairs, running back and forth to get a question right. If they get a question wrong 5 times, then they can move on to the next question. If they get a question wrong, they have to run all the way to the end of a field to pick up a rock, and then run all the way back to guess the answer.
No thanks.
No. Now, I thought they were going to be kind of evil and make them constantly run up to the top of the stairs each time. Because when I saw them
Same.
at the bottom, it was like, oh, it's just at the bottom. That's not much running. But then I noticed after each question, they kept going up a level. So I was like, ah, okay.
Yeah, that I don't know. I would have not. I think I would have been okay at the trivia part, but like that's a lot of running. that was a lot of running, especially with when you got it wrong, how you had to like run all the way across and oh, and some of the questions were hard.
Yeah. Funny you should mention you would have done well at the trivia part because let's answer the questions. By that I mean I'm going to ask you.
Oh my god. Oh,
Let me
about this season too. Holy! I mean, like if I was in the season, I feel like I would have been good at it. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, they thankfully posted the questions and answers on the YouTube forum, yet did not post about who voted for who. This is the second time they've done this, or third time. I keep complaining every time, like, show who the jury voted for, and they're still not doing it. I think I need to start, like, I know, harassing production and the editors, being like, show who the jury voted for.
I know. I'll put in a good word for you.
Thanks. So, question 1. Where on campus did you merge? Okay, you're not going to know this one because you weren't in the season.
Where on campus did they merge?
Yeah.
I thought they were in Hall of Languages.
No, it says here the Hendrix steps.
Hendrix Chapel. Okay, yeah, that's where that challenge, that final challenge was. The Hendrix.
Yeah, this one you might know. Well, how many idols/advantages were played this season?
Was it just one? No, wait, because the Flash
Idols/advantages.
advantages. So Parker played his advantage, and then I think Andrew also had an advantage, but I don't know if he played it. Is
So
it
are you
three?
3? Yeah, it's 3.
Okay.
It's Parker's swap, Andrew's safety without power, and Lily's
Yeah,
idol play.
and Lily's idol. Oh, I am a genius.
Yeah, you would have done great at this. Who were the 2 contestants that went home during the double vote? I think that's when it was 2 tribes go to tribal and sent home a person each.
Jason was one of them, I think. No,
No, because that was 2 separates. It was like, all right,
that was 2 separate challenges, and the
within one
okay.
episode.
Oh shit! One of them, Brianna. No, Maddie. Shit, I don't know this one.
It's literally in between them. It was Mario and Philip.
Mario and Philip. Okay, so I. Okay.
Yeah, the hide and seek challenge when only 1 tribe won, and then 2 went to tribal.
Yeah, the find Andrew or something.
Yeah, find Andrew challenge, which we did not get to see. One of the many we do not know.
That's why it was hard. I can't visualize what challenge it was.
Who went home during the geography challenge?
Oh Christ!
No, it was not Jesus Christ.
It was not Jesus.
They were on Murado.
Is it Jason?
No, Emily.
Emily. I'm not that good at this.
Well, to be fair, I'm looking at the answers, so I don't know if I would have been good at this. The 3 tribe names were present in the swap.
Oh, I know that. I think I know this one because I was watching when Lily was doing it. It's one of it was still Murado, right? And then they changed shallow to deep end, and then it was Pinkle.
Ding, ding, ding! You don't have to run.
Because I remember Lily kept writing deep shallow, and I was like, that doesn't make sense, girl.
I think she was doing deep/shallow because it was like it was shallow, but then it was deep.
Yeah.
Which I still don't get. Still a terrible tribe name.
I don't get it either. I don't get why it was shallow and Murado. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, did they come up? I want to say they came up with it.
I don't know.
I don't
It's
know.
possible.
What were the names of the 3 Survivor alum judges for the commercial challenge that we did not get to see?
I know this one. It was Lydia, Kevin, and Polly.
Yay, the first 3 boots.
Yeah, because they were the first 3 bits of our season. And I'm so mad we didn't get to see that because Polly said that they were like a total bitch during the judging.
Oh, we need that in the bonus join the Patreon to figure out to see what really happened.
Director's cut of that
Director's
episode.
behind the scene bloopers bonus footage.
Yeah, it was Polly, Lydia, and Kevin.
And it was like Polly was the Simon Cowell, Kevin was the Paula Abdul, and Lydia was the other judge.
The Randy Jackson.
Whichever I don't watch American Idol or whichever one it is.
That's American Idol. That the OG American Idol judges, because American Idol was my first ever reality TV obsession when I was in preschool. It's Paula Abdul, Randy Jackson, and Simon Cowell.
Yeah, mine was similar. Mine was X Factor.
Yes, there you go. It's the singing ones. They get you. They get you.
Yeah, I was there when I think it was 2009, so I was like 8 or 7.
When One Direction was formed.
They were the year after. Actually, no, mine was the year you probably don't remember. Mine was the year Ollie Murs was in the X Factor. You probably don't know that one.
I don't know if I do, but I know about the One Direction lore.
Yeah, mine was like Ollie Murs, Stacey. Mine was the one. Actually, you won't know this one. Do you remember? Have you heard of a group called Jedward?
No, I don't think so.
It's 2 twins from Ireland, actually. Do you know like how Sugar and Spice are going to be on Drag Race?
Yeah.
Think of it like that, but not in drag and about 15 years ago.
I love it. I'm obsessed.
They're pretty much like the piss take group that everyone like hated because like they're not talented, but they're just like entertaining. Yeah.
Sorry.
Who received? Oh, sorry. I was just explaining who Jedward are. Who received the idol clue in the paper plane challenge?
Oh, it was because I think it was Parker because he made the plane, right?
Yep, it was Parker. Eli's excuse was I gave it to him because he
made my plane.
Yeah. Who did Jason cast his vote against the week he went home?
Uh-oh, I'm back.
Hi.
But Eli said he gave it to Parker because Parker made his plane, right?
Yeah. How did the judges allow that? Next question. Who did Jason vote for when he was voted off?
Oh, God. Parker?
Yep. When in doubt, just guess Parker because he got a lot of votes. Parker. Okay, this is technically a wrong answer, and I don't know how, but who received the most votes in the game overall, and how many was it, not including revotes?
Wait, so they got it wrong?
I think they did, but I might need to.
Is it? Yeah, is it also Parker?
Well, that's the correct answer, but the answer they have there is Eli.
That's interesting. I feel like it would be also Parker because Parker got votes every single trial.
It is Parker. He got. They say not including revotes, but even then, if you don't include revotes, Parker still has more than Eli by like 3. So that's production's fault on that one.
The challenge is rigged.
The challenge.
We should have them revise the winner.
Yeah, you know, bring back Casey, Mel, and Lily. Have to redo this challenge all over again with correct answers.
A year later.
Mel, your
2 years later. 2 years later.
Mel, your title has been revoked, and you are now the Alyssa Edwards of the season. Casey, you're now the Coco.
That's so funny.
During the vote off before the Frisbee challenge, which 3 contestants did Parker call out?
Savannah, Andrew, and Eli?
Yes. I love that was a question. Who did Parker call out?
That's so funny. Well, I mean, yeah, that's because I remember he like did that, and then he immediately to like Savannah and at least Savannah and Andrew, he was like, "Wait, but I love you guys."
Yeah, I think he kept saying "I love you" to Savannah, and then it was just like "fuck you, Eli."
Yeah, hilarious. I love that.
Oh, that was it was like the closest to a messy tribal we got this season.
A lot of the mess we got this season was thanks to Parker, which is why he was a fave of mine.
Yeah, Parker grew on me after a while. I know this season definitely grew on me a lot.
Oh yeah, trust
Yeah,
me, I was here for it.
terrible beginning, great ending.
So funny.
Which contestant received the superlative most likely to do best on the real Survivor?
Andrew?
Yep,
I'm so smart.
you
I would
would
have
have
killed
done.
this challenge. Why wasn't this my final tribal challenge?
Why did you guys have to do the gauntlet where no one was good?
Yeah, we were all ass and all.
Okay, I don't know if we're going to know this one because it was cut, but during the scavenger hunt challenge, who, what idol did this clue correspond to? NJ think. We're, I'm going to skip this one. You're not going to know this. It's something about light bulb.
Oh yeah, that makes sense because that was also a clue during one of our challenges. It was like New Jersey idea, and I was like light bulb,
Light
and
bulb.
so I actually probably would have gotten that one, Lee.
Oh, that's what I get for underestimating.
Yeah, that's what you get.
This is why you don't underestimate people in Survivor, because then you just turn out to be wrong.
Exactly. You look stupid.
Look like a clown in front of all of YouTube.
I love YouTube.
During the first challenge, blindfold dizziness, what did the contestants throw into a bucket?
I remember it. Wasn't it? I mean, I thought it was just like a ball.
No, apparently it's called Otto.
Oh, they threw Otto? That's our mascot. So
Okay.
a little stuffed animal of our mascot.
Yeah, I thought it was an orange.
It is an orange.
Otto the orange. Oh,
It
no, I
is
get it.
Otto the orange.
Oh. They left this answer blank because, well, I don't think they knew at the time. But who won the most individual immunity challenges and how many?
Is it Lily with 3?
That's the technical correct answer, but they have it blank on this because I think it was like a tie between like 7 people when this was being played. Actually, no, it was Lily with 3 when they were even playing
Yeah,
this.
because she didn't win this one.
Yeah, so I don't know why they left that blank. I think that's another question that's wrong in the episode. On what date did the game start?
I'm not gonna know. Well, mine started on like January 25th or something. So I'm gonna say sometime around then.
7th of February.
Oh, okay. Well, that wasn't that far off.
Ooh, this one's interesting. How many freshmen played in this season?
Oh, it was a lot. I remember it was a lot because they said that the theme was almost fresh versus the rest. So it was going to be like the original tribes were going to be freshmen versus everybody else. So I'm going to say 7.
7, yeah.
I'm the smartest woman in America.
What's get her on Mastermind? This is another one that's blank. How many times have the contestants gone to a revote this season?
Was it only once?
Yep, just the Parker vote. Another question left blank. How many players were vote? Oh, this is a question I love. How many players were voted out the first time they received a vote?
Ooh.
I'm gonna have to actually count this up because they don't have the answer in the comments, so I'm gonna have to figure it out. So.
Well, I think the first couple votes that would be true for.
Yeah, like on their first tribals.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm going to say 6. Or is it higher than that?
I'm currently counting. The answer is 10.
10.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Will, Emily, Brianna, Philip, Maddie, Emma, Julia, Savannah, and Andrew. Oh, then it's 9.
9.
9 people. So
Yeah, that
half the
makes
try, half the cast.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, there were a lot of blindsides this season too.
Yeah. And a lot of people just kept voting Parker each time. It was like Parker, it was like Jason throughout the pre-merge and then Parker throughout the merge.
I love that for him.
Oh, this one's going to be tricky. What is the total amount of counted votes up to the point of the final 3?
I have no idea. I'm going to say like 57.
104.
Okay, yeah. I was like almost exactly half.
Almost 10 off. Wait, we're 10 off.
Yeah, I was almost exactly half.
And the final question is, what is the boot order of the season up to the final 3?
Shit. Okay. So the first is Will. And
Yeah.
then Emily.
Yes.
And then Brianna.
Yes.
Philip next.
Nope.
Shit.
Well, actually, I'll
Mario?
count him. Yeah, Mario then Philip. Those are
Mario.
interchangeable because we don't know which tribal was filmed first, but we just know which one was shown first.
So Mario, Philip. Eli has to be somewhere in there, but he's not yet.
No, considering he made the merge and we're still in pre-merge.
Oh, he made the merge. Shit.
She should have done better with spreading information.
Oh, Maddie.
Yes. CGI.
Jason.
I love that I'm just giving one word hints and then you know who I'm on about.
Yeah, Maddie, Jason. I'm not at the merge yet, right?
No, we're at the merge now.
Okay, so then the first vote of the merge. Was it Emma?
Yes.
Then Eli?
No.
Shit. So Emma first and then
Should have.
Marcelo?
Nope. Should have played her idol.
Oh, Julia.
Yes.
And then Marcelo?
Yes.
And then Eli?
Nope.
Eli did way better than I thought he did.
Should have played her idol.
Savannah?
Yes.
Eli made it further than Savannah? What the hell?
Eli. Now it's Eli.
Now it's Eli. And then is it Parker?
Yeah.
And then Ben? No, who's before? Oh, who was that?
It's funny because we were just talking about
We were
it.
just talking about it. I know. Is it Andrew?
Yeah.
Andrew and then Ben.
Yeah, and now we're at the final 3.
And then Lily and then yeah, okay.
Yeah. I kind of want to make you list off your seasons up to final 3, but I
I
feel
think I could do that better. I might be able to do that one better.
All right, let's do it then.
Oh shit. Okay. So
We're
first
gonna
do
do.
Lydia,
Yes.
then Kevin,
Yeah.
then Polly,
Yeah.
R.I.P. And then it went over to the heroes and they got Jason.
Jason out. Yeah.
And then it was Madison.
Yeah.
And then it was this, we split into 3, right?
Yep.
So then it was what's his name with he always wore the Captain America mask. Carl.
Yeah.
Carl.
Yeah.
And after Carl it was Mitch, right?
Yeah, the first time.
The first time it was Mitch, and then Holly.
Yep.
Oh, this one now it's getting tough. Holly, and then episode?
her partner in crime.
Cassidy was after that?
Yep.
I didn't know they were like a 1-2 punch. Okay, then it was Holly, then it was Cassidy, then it was not Austin after that.
No,
Well,
this
Derek.
is no, one more.
There's one more and then it's the merge.
Yeah, you should know because you were involved in this vote.
Eli, right?
The one time you don't say Eli.
I don't say Eli, but he was also pre-merge on both of his seasons. So
yeah,
it was
right before
Eli,
the merge.
and then now I just go through the jury, and I don't know if I'll get the jury in the order. So it's Derek is first, and then it's not Austin after Derek, is it?
It is Austin
It's
after
Austin
Derek.
after Derek, and then is it Hannah?
No.
Not Mitch again. No.
He played Idols.
Owen?
Yeah.
Owen.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, that makes sense. So then it's Owen. Then it's Hannah.
Yeah.
Okay, then it's Hannah. Okay, rest in peace. And then it's Kat.
Yeah.
Then Hannah. Wait, we already said Hannah. It's Kat, and then it's Kat and then Jack.
No, one person before Jack. You might have already said their name.
Mitch.
Yeah.
Then Mitch, then Jack, then Jake, then me. Rest in peace. Then
and then you, and that's when it ends.
And that's when it ends. So, cheers to me. I got that one.
Cheers. Now do your original. No.
There was not a shot. No, I don't think I even watched that season.
You don't even know who was voted off technically before you.
No, I do, because that's Jen Glass, and she was my friend, and my only goal going into that season was to beat Jen Glass, and I did.
And you did.
That's how
Here for fun, I'll do one. You probably won't be able to fact check. Here, I'll do your original season.
Sure, do it.
So first it was Jen, then it was you, and then it was tall guy Colin, and then it was Becca, then it was Jemiah, then the swap happened, so it was Molly LaPesca.
Drama.
And then it was Adam, then it was Jason Ding.
Yeah, iconic.
And then it was Mike, host of the season. And then the merge happened, so then Carl got rocked out. Then it was Ryan Baker. Then it was Owen. After Owen was Joe. And then it was Cassidy, Lindsay, Holly, Kevin, Sabrina, Madison, Zach, Lydia.
Congrats.
Yay! I have a weird memory with Survivor. If I wanted to really flex, I would have set the vote count and who received votes each time. I have a problem.
I trust that you're able to do that.
Yeah, I have a problem. I want to go on a stat war against Jake Niebuhr. Let's see how that goes.
Honestly, I would pay to see it.
Yeah, screw charity games. Let me and Jake go at it and see who knows the most about Survivor and whose life is going down the drain.
That'd be so funny. I'll host it.
Woo! So, yeah, after all these trivia questions, we completely forgot about the season. Mel wins the final immunity challenge. Woo! So she pretty much won the season.
Yeah, the outcome was pretty clear from here.
Me. I think we all knew once Mel won the final immunity, we knew how the rest of the episode was going.
Yeah, and also, like, to speak to the fact that I know she didn't really treat Casey like a final two because she never really roped Casey into any of her ideas, but like deep down, Mel always wanted to bring Casey to the end. So
I mean, they're the E-board girls. Yeah. I'm actually kind of impressed that like the two production people managed to get to the end.
Yeah, and they kept it a secret until Final Tribal.
Yeah, to the last moment. Both played two very different games. And it was actually kind of cool how it was two people that had a pre-existing relationship but barely worked together. Because usually it's the opposite. You have two people who know each other that will exclusively only work with each other, and it kind of ruins the season a bit.
Yeah, I liked I don't know. It was a fun dynamic to watch.
Yeah, it was fun watching like the differences between Mel and Casey's game. But I think we all knew once Mel won, it was signed, sealed, and sayonara to Lily. So
Yeah.
what I am very impressed by Lily this season. She was kind of fitting that you two shared the same placement. I feel like you two had a very similar gameplay. It was like in the middle, not like making the most decisions, but not like being a target or doing anything unnecessary.
Hmm. And also not letting decisions go by without having like a say in them. Like she was very much involved in a lot of things that were happening.
Yeah, like when things didn't go her way or like her allies went home, like Marcelo or Emma, she managed to be able to bounce back. Like how you were able to bounce back from like losing your number one Polly.
Yeah, I think, and also she did suffer a lot of those losses, and the fact that she was able to kind of stay not only afloat but like under the radar and not a target despite losing all those like very powerful players that she was close to. Gotta respect that.
Yeah, and the fact she had those power players to put right in front of her and like, here's a target, don't target me. Cause like
Yeah.
once her Emma shield went down, she still had her Marcelo shield.
Yeah, exactly. It's a
And
very
I
well
mean,
played game, in my opinion.
yeah, definitely a winning game. And I feel like she obviously she won the final immunity. She would have taken Casey and won at the end. I'm trying to think, would she have won against Mel in the finals?
I think it would have been more of
It
a
definitely would have been a
battle.
much yeah, it would have been a much closer vote because I can see if like it's Mel and Lily, I think Marcelo definitely votes for Lily. I think Emma votes for Lily. Um, so that's two votes going towards Lily. Um, I think Ben and Casey for sure vote for Mel, and then literally everyone in between is like very much up in the air.
Hmm. It would have been a very interesting tribal if it was the two of them, which is why I think that Mel made the right decision, because you could tell she kind of thought about it for a second, like, oh, do I want to sit next to the best player or do I want to win? And she was like, I want to win. Who the fuck am I kidding?
Yeah, she does. She makes the Big Brother season Cody
Cody.
Calafiore friends, who's going to be on the upcoming show of Traitors, which should be fun.
That show looks so good.
Have you
So,
seen the UK one?
no, I have not.
You should watch it. It's on YouTube. It's so good.
I'll watch it. I will, because
Yeah,
the cast. I'm really excited about the cast of the US
the
version.
yeah the UK version. It's not celebrities. It is ordinary people, but the drama.
I'm obsessed.
Yeah, secrets being spilled, relationships being uncovered.
I'm very excited.
It's very good. Um, yeah, so she makes the reference to like Cody bringing Derek to the end and then losing, like bringing the best player and his mate to the end and lost, and then his second time around brought the easy person to win and then won unanimously. And
Mm.
Mel was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna pull a Cody's point one. I'm gonna pull a Cody point two."
As you should.
Yeah, always take the well. As a viewer, it definitely would have been a lot more fun to see Mel versus Lily because I feel like a lot of days, especially recently with like a lot of survivors, it's so obvious who wins. I feel like I want a close vote as a viewer. But if I was there, I would 100% brought Casey over Lily.
Oh yeah, exactly. Your needs as a viewer and as a player are completely different.
Yeah, because needs as a viewer, you're like, come on, I want blindsides. I want split votes. I want vote panics. I want idols being played. As a
Drama,
player,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
as a player, I want to keep my idol to myself. I
Yeah, you
want
don't want
everyone
any of that.
on the same page. Yeah,
Yeah.
very much. Uh, if I was about to say if I ever get on Survivor, I will play chaotic. No, I won't.
I trust you. I think you will play chaotic.
Yeah. Well, if I somehow manage to win the lottery and apply to Syracuse, maybe I can apply to season 11.
You should.
Fun. Yeah, we have our second Patreon of helping me
Please,
apply
college.
to Syracuse. My college fund, yes. So we get to Mel and Casey, final tribal council. They give their speeches. I feel like we already talked about how Casey did not do a good enough job. I want to go through these questions and quickly. There's some good ones, some repeat ones, and some kind of bad ones. So we'll go in jury order. Emma pretty much asks, well, we did talk about this. She said to Casey, "Are you more deserving to be there than other people?" And Casey pretty much just says, "No."
No.
No, that's pretty much. It was like a long and boring way of saying no. You could have just
No.
said no. The one-woman show.
Her answer was just at the end of the day, her answer was no, which
No.
is crazy. How am I supposed to vote for somebody who doesn't think they deserve to be there?
Yeah, like make up things. Just be like, yeah, I do think I deserve to be here because I
Lie.
managed. Lie, yes.
I'm begging
Outclass
these people to
people.
lie.
Yeah, talk about how you did have like good relationships with Mel, how Parker was your shield, how you didn't make yourself a threat, other things like that. Don't just say no.
You hid the fact that you were an e-board. You won an immunity. Like you
You were the deciding vote in that final five move.
Yeah, she just did it because she had Lily gave her more credit in her vlogs than Casey gave herself credit at Final
The
Tribal.
entire season.
Yeah,
So I think it just pretty much goes up to like there's realism and then Casey was just too honest.
you gotta
She
lie. You gotta lie
yeah,
a little bit in Survivor. It's fucking Survivor. Like
yeah.
let's lie.
Next, Julia asked, what was your original goal coming in and what do you get coming out of the season? Nothing game related, mostly personal.
That was a
So
cute question. I don't know.
yeah. Marcelo, so this is kind of like the only kind of spicy little drama we get of the jury where Marcelo pretty much says to Mel, none of the moves that you claim to made were your moves. They're just group moves that you were just a part of. Tell me something you did.
Yeah, I didn't appreciate that from Marcelo because I felt like
I
that
didn't
was
really, yeah,
true.
I didn't really agree with it either because like Mel was like, I think it's because Mel and Ben were in a lot of deciding things together because like they were in the middle for the Marcelo vote and the Savannah vote.
Yeah. And I remember when I was there, I remember a lot of the jury insinuation was that Mel and Ben, like, that Mel wasn't really doing as much as she was saying she was, and that a lot of it was Ben's move, which is why I kind of appreciated when Ben got up. He fully was like, Mel reached out to me. Mel's the reason why this duo existed. Like, Mel made a lot of those moves. Like, you can't negate. I thought some of it smelled a little bit like misogyny to me, to be honest.
We're not saying they're sexist. We're just saying it can sometimes lead to that. Because I
It
even wrote
just
down here
seemed like
Ben's
that. It seemed like that a little bit. Like,
because that's usually the case with guy girl pairings. When it's a guy girl pairing, everyone just assumes the guy does all the work and the girl's just there to look pretty and take the credit.
except it was actually the case and with Jake and Abby.
I wasn't even making a reference to Jake and Abby, but even not just Jake and Abby, Jake and you, Jake and what other people was or like
Ava,
Jack, Jake and Ava, Jack and Madison, Jack and maybe you. Everyone just assumed, oh yeah, Jack's making all the moves. Jake's making all the moves. Abby, Gabby, and the other people, they're just there along the ride to look pretty.
which I was doing,
Yeah, it's like I can look pretty and still be making decisions.
and still be good at Survivor.
I think it's definitely something that does suffer. Like I think we all. I don't know how many people have recovered from the Survivor 43 incident on who won and who is the runner up. I know our resident acting president Hannah is not.
No.
No, and I don't think the rest of us are. And it is a lot of guy girl pairings. Guy gets a lot. I'm pretty sure I wrote a speech about this or something where it's like, in guy girl pairings, the guy gets all the credit and the girl gets all the shit. Because I always think back to season 33, Millennials versus Gen X. Have you saw that season?
I think I've seen like half of it. I'm pretty sure. I don't think I finished it.
Okay, well, it's about the pre-merge anyway, and how like in the Figgy and Taylor pairing, everyone was like targeting Figgy because like Oh, she manipulates them, wrapping around their finger. When she was really only close to Taylor, and Taylor was like close to not only Figgy but also close to Jay and kind of close to Michelle. But Figgy was getting all the shit because she's the next Parvati 2.0.
Yeah. Yeah, Parvati ruined any chance that any woman could ever be successful at Survivor ever again.
Yeah, Parvati ruined it for pretty people.
No, because they just like now they see a woman and they're like, she's evil. She's all female alliance.
Yeah, pretty much that. Nobody's ever worrying about what season talked about this. How they were like they were worried about an all girls alliance, yet they're perfectly fine not worrying about an all guys alliance. I want to say this was Island of the Idols when they were like very much feminism.
It happens like all the time though.
Yeah. I think someone quoted this where it's like with girls' alliances, it's like an alliance of all girls works. A girl alliance doesn't.
True. Yeah, alliance based on the fact that that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like if you're doing it because you're all girls, it's not going to work. But if it just naturally happens and you just happen to all be girls, then it works.
Yeah, there you go. I agree with that.
Yes. Savannah asks a question I love to ask. Why does the other person not deserve to win?
Yeah, Jake asked this one on ours, I'm pretty sure. But I feel
Yeah.
like they didn't answer it as in the true spirit of the question because Mel just ended up saying more reasons why she should instead of
Unless
specifically reasons why Casey shouldn't.
And I think Casey did the same as I think they were both just trying to be respectful to each other.
I know, but it's Survivor. Be mean. You're supposed
Yeah.
to be mean.
And I know Jake has a personal gripe against the opposite of this question. Why does the other person deserve to win?
Yeah.
Which I do as well. Like, it's a stupid question.
Yeah.
I'm not going to advocate for why somebody should win.
I know.
Yeah. Speaking of bad questions, let's move on to Eli's. Pick a number between 1 and 100. Now, I don't know if this was serious, a cop-out, or just to make the reference that he's a Survivor fan.
I think it was the last one. The
Yeah.
reference.
Yeah, you can kind of tell, like, even if, I don't know, Casey did, because apparently the number was 37,
And
or
so
like
Mel
30.
was closer.
Yeah, but the thing was, Casey was originally going to say a number that was closer than Mel's, but then she changed it. So I don't know if Casey did say that number, would she have still gotten Eli's vote, or would Eli just picked a different number?
I don't know. I think she would have. I think he probably would have stuck to the
code.
to the spirit of the question.
Yeah, because I feel like even if Eli, I mean, even if people do continue shit on Eli, I feel like he would like respect the question because I know somebody asked this question in a different college survivor and they sent the answer to the person they wanted to vote for. So it's like, here, I'm going to ask this question. Just say this answer.
That's funny.
Yeah, because they really hated one of the other finalists.
That's
But
funny.
to be fair, the entire jury hated that other finalist. The next question comes from Parker, and I'm going to kind of roll Parker and Lily's questions together because they're kind of similar. Biggest mistake and how did you recover? Biggest regret and how did you recover? And I'm trying to remember. Mel said I don't remember what Mel said her biggest mistake. I think her mistake was like something that happened in Final Five.
Yeah, it might have been voting for Ben too early, or like during the Andrew vote or something. But
Yeah, it was like voting for Ben in the Andrew vote and him not going home because that kind of like made it in Final Four where it's like if neither of them won, they would have to target each other.
yeah,
And then Casey's was the whole idol clue fiasco at the final six.
yeah, which I relate to. Neither of which I thought were particularly bad fuck ups. I mean, they both made it to the end. So
Yeah, like even I can't think of many mistakes Mel even did, and even though we're like saying Casey played no game and was easily going to lose, I can't think of anything like big or dreadful she did to make herself like that.
no, the only thing I can pinpoint is like how hilarious all of her vlogs were when she was like, "I don't know what I'm doing. I'm bad at this. I suck." Like it was very funny.
Yeah, I love how self-aware she was, just like being like, I am the worst person. Do you want to know who like the biggest dumbass is? And you think she's gonna say somebody else? It's me.
Yeah, it's so funny. I really appreciated her vlogs a lot this season.
Yeah. Oh, I also remember, I'm pretty sure I asked at some point when we were doing this, does Casey watch Survivor? And we were like, I think she does. And now we can confirm she's never seen it.
Yeah, she does not watch a lot of it, at least she said.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense now with her being like, I'm gonna play this idol at Final Three and take out Julia and Eli.
Yeah, all right, girl. You do that.
And well, she ended up taking out Eli with 5 other people. And then not Parker, Andrew's and Ben's question kind of relates to each other. Andrew mentioned like what did they do to get out of the bottom because both of them were at the bottom at some point. And then the final 5 move was brought up, and then Ben, after being Mel's cheerleader for the first minute, wanted more detail on the final 5 vote. So I say now it's a good time to go into the final 5 vote, where we kind of already did talk about it. Mel was targeting Ben. Um, Casey was originally going to vote for Ben, I think, and then she panicked at the last minute and switched her vote to Andrew, causing Andrew to go home. And we were pretty much saying like, lie and say you didn't want Mel to gain power. Part of me also thought where it's like she wanted to vote with Lily for saving her. She could have also played like that. It was like, I knew Lily was saving me, so as a doubt of loyalty to her, I would vote with her to vote off Andrew. Which I don't know, maybe would have shot herself in the foot more than, but definitely would have not caused more. Just like I panicked and just voted Andrew just cause.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, first of all, I don't necessarily believe that that's true. Like, I feel like she could have easily said that she was doing it because she could no longer trust Mel anymore, even though Mel was roping her into all these different things and she wanted to do a move for herself that she could brag about to Final Tribal. I just don't know if you had that opportunity to take more credit for that move, because I think that was the first time in this game where Mel like was really kind of surprised by an outcome, and she could have really taken a lot more credit for that, being like, yeah, you guys saw Mel as like the omniscient player in the game who knew all the information. Well, I pulled a fast one on her right before because I knew that I had to start making moves. You know, she just I just don't like the lay down and die tribal strategy. I don't understand that at all. Like, nobody on Real Survivor has ever done that because there's $1 million fucking dollars at stake, you know?
Yeah, not just like a Starbucks gift voucher.
Yeah, and I mean, it's $100. That's not nothing. You know,
That's a lot in college credit.
right? You could buy a decent amount of alcohol with that.
Yeah, decent. Well, yeah, alcohol or just like anything.
Mm-hmm.
More shots. We need more house parties. I feel like, well, to be fair, I don't know people's ages, and I keep forgetting it's 21 where you have to drink over there and not 18.
My
And
season had a lot of house parties, and we had fun. We had a lot of fun with each other.
yeah, I really want like messy drunk house parties and people spilling game secrets to each other.
That's the Survivor way. That's been a tradition all the way since season 1.
Yeah, there wasn't like a lot of that this season. It was a lot. Well, now that I think about it, it was during COVID.
Yeah, it was a little harder, but
Yeah,
we'll get back to that.
That's another thing I forget. I still forget this was filmed during COVID. Even though everyone's wearing masks, I'm just like used to seeing it now.
Mm-hmm.
They made masks fashion. So at the end of all their speeches, they give their closing statements, and then the votes are revealed. 1 vote Mel, 1 vote Casey. The rest are all Mel. So congratulations, Mel, on winning Survivor Syracuse, a new era. Why do people do this clap where they just clap in a circle?
Because it's a round of applause.
Oh, I never got that.
It's a pun. It's a round of applause.
And then I also appreciated the audio of you screaming, "Yeah, Mel!"
I'm glad you recognized that was my voice.
Yeah, it's like, oh, there's Gabby.
Yep, that was awesome. Yeah, that's my mom. Survivor family legacy.
Woo! And of course, the mother has to outperform her children.
Of course. Of course. Like Sasha Colby on the like, upcoming Drag Race
Oh,
season.
did you see the first 5-minute video that came out a while ago?
I didn't, but I because we are my friends and I are still doing our draft, so I'm gonna wait until we're done
Oh
that.
yeah, it's just the first 4 queens walking in, and it's
That's fun.
already like a lot of. It's very funny and already a lot of kind of drama because it's just them reading each other.
I love that. I'm obsessed with that.
Yeah. I'm just gonna spoil a little bit because I just think it's funny. Well, Marsha is one of the first queens to walk in, and one of the queens says she looks like Jan, and then she just pulls this face,
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
and I'm trying to because she's also like from New York, so it's like, is she saying Jan Brady Bunch character or Jan drag
Well,
queen?
I think it's definitely both. It's definitely that's so funny.
I feel like we just now like every season we need someone referenced after the Brady Bunch, which by the way I have never seen or heard of until Drag Race stuff.
It's classic Americana.
Yeah, the closest Brady Bunch things I know is sure Jan,
Sure, Jan. And Marsha, Marsha,
Marsha,
Marsha.
Marsha, 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 move over, sis. It's Jan. I still just randomly say that whenever I walk. I just go like Marsha, Marsha, Marsha.
Move over, sis. It's Mel,
Oh,
winner of Survivor.
river. Thank you for roping it back in. So, with our final 5 and season wrapped up, let's first do our favorite thing and rank these people in their placements. Because we know we have 5 people to do.
Yeah.
And wait, that's not the right thing. That's the stats of the season. Load. Okay, ignore that. That's Australian Survivor. Here we go. Survivor Syracuse. Let's start with 5th place and see where we go there. So currently in first place is Jack Lavalvo during Heroes versus Villains. In second place, it's she'd like to keep it on, please, Miss Valentina. Third place is everyone's favorite Kevin. And then in last place, she was supposed to play season 4, but let her best friend play instead, Summer. So where will we rank Andrew among the other 5th placers?
I don't know. Fifth place is kind of an interesting placement right
Yeah,
now. I
because
feel
we have like some really good people, and like I feel like they're all really good except for like Summer, maybe.
like.
The one thing with Summer was like she was well, her and Abby were just kind of like the kind of nice ones out of that vibe when well, obviously she wasn't because she kept shitting on Geneva.
Yeah.
And well, we never saw Abby kind of shit on them. She was just very much to herself.
Abby and her
So
dog.
yeah, we love Oliver. So I would say Andrew is better than Summer. Better than Kevin?
Yeah, I think maybe. I don't
Um,
know. Andrew was like, it's kind of hard because I feel
he's
like
we didn't get to see we don't really know him that
we
well.
didn't see a lot from him.
Yeah, and I can't really think of any moves that like Andrew did because it was very much he was in that shallow mindset, both tribe and actual, where it was just like I'm just gonna stick to the people I was randomly put on the first tribe with. Where to I think Kevin was in a lot of while Kevin was like referred to as like untrustworthy and a flipper, to me, flipper just means so you made decisions and were the
Mhm.
cause of somebody going home.
Yeah, I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, so I think I would put Andrew fourth and just put him above Summer.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, so Andrew, you're better than one person. Congrats. And also, this kind of like Kevin has a lot of put some respect on Kevin's game because he was like missed
No,
opportunity.
I stand Kevin. I would never disrespect him.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people were were thinking that while playing Heroes vs. Villains. I mean, also did not help that he had to celebrate holidays like a maniac.
I know. That was so stupid. I'll continue to be mad.
Next up, we have fourth place. In first place, we have Jake Niebuhr, his second time playing. Second place, we have the famous editor of Syracuse, Sabrina. In third place, we have one of the hosts, Mike, his first time playing. And then in last place, we have Logan, who played a season.
Who was there?
He was there. The funny thing is, all these people, including Ben, had they made it to the end, would have won. And that's including Logan as well, because we all know how better season 1 was.
Season 1. Hilarious.
Yeah.
Iconic. Honestly, right off the bat, I kind of want to put Ben right in the middle.
Yeah, I was thinking like he's definitely better than Logan.
Yeah, and I honestly kind of put him above Mike a little.
Yeah, I kind of would as well. This probably was because I tend to block season 2 out of my memory. The one thing I do think with season 2 is like while Mike was like he made it far obviously and his alliance was in a power position. His alliance was in a power position because of lucky idol plays.
Yeah. And also I think that it's more admirable that Ben played from a position of being lower in the power dynamic for longer than Mike was, I think.
Yeah, and made his way upwards while Mike's similar to like some of his other players was just like down in the numbers and like, oh yay, we had 2 lucky idol plays in a row.
Yeah.
Who I would more put, I even said this in a video I made, I put those more to Geneva than to anyone else.
Yeah. I don't necessarily feel comfortable putting Ben above Sabrina though.
Yeah, because while we say Ben played at the bottom for a long time, Sabrina played from the bottom from the very beginning.
And I also think that if Sabrina, the only reason why Sabrina didn't win her season is because she had to go to class during the challenge
During that shovel challenge.
with the shovels. That's the only reason why she didn't win.
Yeah,
And she's a robbed queen forever and always.
One of the many. So yeah, I think it's good to put Ben right in the middle.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Ben. You were the third best fourth placer. Like I said, everyone in this column would have won, whether it would have been deserved wins or not.
Yes.
Now let's move on to your personal favorite, the third place slots. This is where we have Lily. In first place, we have Forever Robbed Madison, should have won season 3. I will die on this hill. In second place, we have should have won season 4, Robbed Gabby. And then Sean and Derek, who I'm very happy did not win.
Okay, off the bat,
Lily's immediate.
I love Lily. I would not categorize Lily as robbed. You know what I mean?
Yes, because Mel isn't with for okay. I'm gonna Madison. I say robbed because purely biased reasons. Love the girl, and then you robbed. You 100% were winning. Had we not had the worst 2 people there, it was like okay, Gabby's our last hope to have a good winner, and then when you went home, like everything imploded. While with Lily, we still had Mel.
Yeah.
And while you were a guaranteed win against both Abby and Cam, we only know Lily's a guaranteed win against Casey, and it's a tight race against Mel.
Yeah, exactly. But I think I would put her above Sean and Derek.
Oh, absolutely. These 2 were only going to win because of bitter juries.
Mm-hmm.
While you 3 would have won because of actual good gameplay.
Wait, you have Addie below Abby? That's interesting to me.
Yes. Like I said, I tend to block season 2 a lot out of my head, and I did stop watching after Geneva got voted off, so I pretty much don't know what happens afterwards. I just literally skipped to the tribal councils to figure out who went home and what was the vote count.
I liked the fake. I don't know if it happened. I think it happened before you stopped watching, but I liked Addie's fake text messaging thing. I thought that was hilarious.
That's another thing. I don't remember a lot she did in general. While with And similar to like I said with Mike, only was in power because of lucky idol plays, while Abby was in power a lot. Granted, it was because of other people, but she still voted correctly a lot.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so runner up with Casey.
Casey, yes. So first place, once again, we have Jake. In second place, we have Zach from season 3, who really should not have gotten votes. And then in third place, we have third place Callahan. I was trying to think of a funny C alliteration, but I can't think of anything. And then last place, we have Addie of Addie and Abby.
I don't know.
The one thing I can say, all these people did get votes to win, including Casey. I would kind of, even though I don't remember season 2 that well, I would probably put Casey last. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Casey, you're funny, but oh, whoops.
Definitely great vlogs and personality out
Yeah,
of Casey.
we're just saying, yeah, great vlogs and personality, but we're going off of gameplay. So sorry. And then finally, we have the winner ranking. So in first place, we have Lydia of season 3, Mind, Body, Soul. While I do think Madison should have won, I'm very happy Lydia won. In second place, we have Ava from season 2, not season 2, season 1. In third place, we have Austin from season 3. And then in last place, we love her. The very first boot, the very last winner is Cam. So where will we rank Mel? I have an idea where I'd rank her. I'd like to hear yours, coming from a completely unbiased opinion, of course.
I might put her second.
Interesting. I was thinking of putting her first.
I might even put her I was gonna say first, but I didn't want to be accused of bias. But she was really great this entire time. And she worked from a position of being on the outs for the entire first half of the game.
Absolutely. I was obviously thinking of this before even hosting this call, because like, where did I rank Mel? And I was looking at all the winners. Obviously, we love Cam, but everyone's better than her. Austin, like I said about like all the other season 2 people, only got power because of lucky reasonings and an extremely toxic, I'm not even going to say bitter, an extremely toxic jury.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ada only won because people did not like Jake and did not know the game. Love her, but. And then Lydia had a good speech. Lydia managed to get people who were actively against her to vote for her. But the thing is, Mel has a lot of power moves and rarely voted wrong. Lydia was on the bottom a lot throughout the merge.
Yeah, I feel totally fine with Mel cracking the top spot. The first one in season 5 to do it too.
Yeah, it took all the way to the end, but Mel, insert last name here, Melanie Albanese. I didn't want to horribly mispronounce it. You are, according to the world of my rankings, you're the best winner of Survivor Syracuse.
That's my big
round of applause. Now, I don't have a, what's this called, spreadsheet for this, but season ranking. So this is my season ranking. You can probably tell by a lot what I was saying, but number 1, I think, is season 3. Number 2 is season 4. Number 3, season 1, and the worst season is season 2.
Okay, so we got this one's what, in 4th place now, or are you reconfiguring that?
Yes, I think this one, I would put this 4th best. I'm trying to debate, is it 3rd best? Because I think I want to keep it 4th best because, oh god, this pre-merge is one of the worst.
It was pretty bad.
It was a very bad pre-merge. We're at the end of the season. You can give us your honest credits now.
Yeah, the end of the season was good though.
Yeah, the end of the season was much better, which I think is like kind of the opposite. Like why it's above season 2 is like season 2 started okay, but once the transition tribal happened, and even kind of before that, it just really went downhill.
Yeah, I feel
And
you.
then with season 1, you do kind of have to give it a buffer because it's season 1. It's never going to be perfect.
Yeah, and it was like every single part of it was done by Luke and only Luke.
Yeah.
and Mel and Casey, but still like hilarious.
I did like in Luke's like little speech being like, fair to say if I was in the game, we would have made final 3.
Very cute. That would have been fun.
Yeah. I wonder who would have won out of those if those 3 were playing together, and if it was a final 3, who Mel probably still would have won.
I think so too.
Yes, absolutely. So that's the end of the season. What else is there to do?
I don't know.
I don't know. I suppose I could always like we could try and like reach out and like bring some people onto the pod, like maybe have Mel on, bring Ben on, or some other people.
We could. They would probably like that.
Yes, I mean it's a bunch of people talking about how brilliant they are. Who doesn't love that?
Exactly. Who
I
wouldn't
do it
love
to
that
you.
opportunity?
I do it to you every time you're on.
That's why I keep coming back.
And oh yeah, also you can hand in your recognition so Lily can now take over your spot as honorary third place.
Yeah, Lily, this is your gig now.
Yeah, very big shoes to fill. The last 2 guest co-hosts have been very great.
Thanks,
But
Lee. I appreciate you inviting me.
yeah, thanks and thanks for agreeing to do this. I know you have like a life outside of Survivor and podcasting.
No, you're fine. I love being here.
And with season 5 over, what's in stuff now? I'm pretty sure I remember you saying this, but you kind of helped edit a little bit of season 6.
Yeah, I think I helped film a little bit of season 6, and I got some friends on season 6, so I think season 6 is going to be pretty good. I'm not fully aware with the outcome or whatever, but it's yeah, season 7 for sure. You gotta season 7. I was pretty involved in. That one was really fun. So yeah, we'll see you guys around. Hopefully, come back for more
Yeah.
Survivor
Do you
Series.
do you want to give any like little teasers to season 6?
I don't know. It's definitely like a funky cast. I think it's like a lot more like kooky, crazy stuff going on than usual, which I think is fun.
Ooh, can't wait to see. I was gonna say hopefully we get it soon, but we literally just ended. We're probably not gonna get it for like 3 months
Yeah,
if we're
definitely
lucky.
cool ones.
I was gonna say this is something I love doing. There's probably going to be a second All Stars at some point if this season goes on for a while. You have to pick 5 people from this cast to bring back, and only 5. Who are you bringing back? You don't have to worry about need to bring back 3 guys, 2 girls to keep like cast even. Pick any 5 you want. It could be for whatever reasons because you want to see more. You believe they're robbed because you're friends with them. You have to say them.
Okay, I am this. This is gonna be my last question because I am gonna have to skedaddle after this. But
Yeah.
I would
Oh yeah,
pick
you're
Parker.
working.
I would
Yep.
pick Parker, Savannah, probably Emma, just because it would be fun to see her again. Um, and then maybe Eli just for shits and gigs because that would be hilarious to see him back. And I think Maddie deserved another chance.
Yeah, those are almost everyone I agree with. I think for me, I would pick Ben.
Oh, Ben, yeah, and Lily too. I
Yeah,
think.
I'd bring back Ben, Emma. I'd bring back Mario just to see him get a second chance. I'd also bring back Maddie for a second chance. And who was my 5th one? Emma, Ben, Mario, Maddie. I think I will bring back Lily. Just because, like, would she have done better had she won?
You never know.
Yeah. And with those ending words, I say it's good to wrap up this podcast. We've been here for almost an hour and 45 minutes. So thanks everyone for watching. Hopefully we'll get to see you for season 6. And if you want to keep in touch with Syracuse, join the Discord and talk all things Syracuse. Who's your favorite? What was your favorite moment of the season? What was your least favorite? Who are you excited to come back if they do? And we might see you for season 6. So bye.